All right, the upper body CARS routine. So we're gonna go through controlling the shoulder blade or the scapula, the actual ball and socket joint of the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. Now, I have some models here to help me explain the anatomy and just the basics of how these joints actually function, okay? And then we're going to break down each joint and explain to you how to take it through the actual CARS routine. All right. Let's start with the shoulder blade or the scapula. So the scapula is actually really interesting. It actually involves the clavicle and the shoulder blade. So there's actually three joints that we're trying to maintain the health of when we're doing our shoulder blade CARS or our scapular CARS. So there's a joint that connects the clavicle and the scapula to my sternum, which is here, the other end of the clavicle. Then there's another joint that actually connects the clavicle to the scapula called the AC joint, okay? And then the surface between the shoulder blade and the rib cage. So I'm actually trying to maintain those three joint surfaces, the health of those three joint surfaces, to actually optimize my ability to move my shoulder in pain-free ranges. So here's the CARS for the scapula. So my hand is going to be by my side, okay? And then I'm going to lift my shoulder blade up towards my ear. So it's helpful to think of 12 o'clock being at the top and 6 o'clock being at my feet. Now, maintaining this elevated position, I'm going to take my shoulder and bring it forward. I'm going to maintain that forward position and I'm going to drop it down. I'm going to maintain the down position. I'm going to retract it all the way back. I'm going to maintain that all the way back position and I'm going to elevate it again. And that is a full circle. Now, a big piece of CARS is we're trying to dissociate the intended joint from the rest of the body. So we're trying to dissociate, in this case, can I independently move my scapula and not compensate by moving my rib cage or my torso? So when I'm bringing my shoulder blade up, I'm actually trying to maintain the position of the rest of my body so that my shoulder blade moves, not my torso, if that makes sense. So I'm here. This is a scapular CARS. Now the breathing piece is also important. In the beginning, just don't hold your breath. So another way to think about it is I'm breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And that is shoulder blade CARS.